It's our Cox3.com postgame show, 58-21, San Juan Hills big over Capo Valley tonight. A lot of highlights to go around in tonight's game. Let's get to them right now. There's plenty of highlights to go around, Coach Bill Cunity, and it was an amazing night, but let's go ahead and roll those highlights right now. And it all started with the Capo Valley Cougars going 96 yards to open the scoring. Devin Weegis got it going early on in this ball game. Take a look at it right here. It was Weegis on a 16-yard scoring strike out on the perimeter. That made it 7-0 after the extra point. That came at the 5:31 mark. And then Capo Valley answered 2 plays, 47 yards. Wagner on the receiving end right here, down the sidelines, extra point. That ties the score at 7. Capo Valley then surrendered a field goal. That made it 10-7, San Juan Hills. And then Ryan Collins on the receiving end. He's wide open, gets behind the defense. This is a 56-yard scoring strike. That made it 17-7. Start of the second quarter, Weegis picks off a pass, and that sets up this touchdown. Van Gelder on 1st and goal. And there's Weegis on the interception right now. And then after the interception, that sets up the Van Gelder 1st and goal touchdown scoring strike. And Van Gelder on the receiving end, that makes it 24-7. Here it is right here as O'Brien rolling, has some time, throws back across his body. Van Gelder wide open. That was his first touchdown of the year. And then answering right back again is Weegis. This is a 10-play, 64-yard drive. Extra point makes it 31-7. That came at 3:22 in the second quarter. And then Jenkins on the ensuing kickoff goes 100 yards, goes the other way. So going into the half after a 58-yard touchdown scoring strike, right before the half rather, Huff goes 58 yards, his first touchdown of the night. And then Wagner answering back, 60 yards. He runs the left side. This makes it 37-21. So now we've got a ball game, folks. It's a 2-point score, and then opening the second half, Suchek, this is the 2-point conversion here after the 100-yard touchdown run. And then to open the second half, Cole Suchek goes 14 yards right here, left side, right up the middle, puts his foot in the ground. This makes it 44-21. That's how the Stallions opened the second half. And then following that, here's another touchdown scoring strike. This is a 34-yarder from O'Brien to Huff. Extra point. Clanks, no good, 51-21. It's a 30-point ball game right now. That was his 5th catch of the night. And then here comes Bjorkman, the backup quarterback. This is the final score of the game, 9:49 to go in the ball game. 44 yards. Bjorkman, the backup quarterback, goes into the end zone. You see the speed. Let's go to Garth Wyckoff now with the 2 players of the game.
Hanging out with a couple of the Stallion senior stars from tonight's football game. We got the hard worker down in the trenches, senior Jared Avias, and running the football and working in the secondary, Devin Weegis, getting it done. Congratulations to both you on a game here tonight against Capo. Let's talk about down in the trenches, working so hard. How big is this game for you guys? Coming back home, week 3, getting it done against a very tough Capo team.
It's a huge win. We can be more happy. Next week, we have Marina. Every day we just try to work harder and harder every day.
And we talk about the relationship you have with Patrick O'Brien, your quarterback. You guys seem to be so in sync, and this offense really runs effectively with the ball starting in your hands. What makes you so sharp snapping that football?
Just 4 years with them pretty much, all the way since freshman year to now. Have a really tight connection.
Well, it's a thing of beauty, and it's fun to watch. You guys do have a good connection going on offensively. All right, this young man got it done here today. I'll give you a couple stats. Running the football, he had 2 touchdowns. Defensively, 4 tackles and 2 interceptions, and really kind of broke the game open with that interception in the first quarter. Talk about your performance here tonight. How did it feel getting it done?
It felt great, honestly. I have to give it to the D-line, though. If without them, I would not have been able to get those interceptions. The QB would not have thrown that ball like that. So I have to give it to them for the pressure that they put on it.
It is a team effort. And what about playing here at the Badlands? You guys have such an advantage here. The Stallions get it full gallop here at the Badlands. What's it like playing here at home?
Oh, it's awesome. The fans, the atmosphere, everything. It's great.
Well, let's talk about the interception. Then what about getting in the end zone, cracking the end zone, getting in the paint twice tonight? How'd that feel? You put up some big points.
It felt great, honestly. I'm super happy with how everyone played, and yeah.
He's pleased. He's happy. They're 3-0. We got the big lineman. Who's buying them pizzas tonight? We'll have to find out. I talked to your quarterback. Good luck to you guys. Thanks for your time. All right. Get it done next week.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Well, two guys pretty excited. It was a total team effort. And, as we mentioned, it all starts with the big boys up front. And then Devin Wegas on both sides of the ball was fantastic tonight.
Well, they love to share the glory with all their teammates. And this is a very, for sure, team effort by this San Juan Hills football team. You look at the numbers here. Go down to the bottom, total plays. First of all, 80 plays in this game by San Juan Hills. That's 2 complete games for most high school offenses. 3-1 in the turnover battle, Capo with 3, the Stallions with just 1 turnover. But total yards, 663 yards for the Stallions. Passing yards, rushing yards, you can see the great advantage there. They're so evenly balanced. 343 on the ground, 320 through the air. If you're Capistrano Valley and you're Ernie Boucher, you just go back to the drawing board. It's only 1 game. You're 2-1 right now. You've got a chance to learn from this experience. If you're San Juan Hills, the train's on the track and the train's going downhill. I think you've really got something special there.
Very little weakness, a lot of depth for the Stallions, and individually, Wagner had a big night. He had the 60 and he had the 44-yard touchdown run. He's an outstanding football player, and we've talked about Bale and how prolific he is in the middle of that defensive front.
Well, when you look at San Juan Hills, Patrick O'Brien, 21 for 30, 320 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Huff, the receiver, with 5 receptions. That's a slow night for him, but the fact is that O'Brien spread the ball around. If you double Huff, you're going to get somebody else. But 126 yards on those 5 receptions, 25.2-yard average, and 2 touchdowns.
And O'Brien had 106 yards on the ground, 426 total offensive yards for the Nebraska-bound quarterback. Pretty impressive.
Well, it is, and as I look at that football team, the one thing that really strikes me is they've had no major injuries. They do have a lot of guys going both ways. It doesn't seem to bother them. They're in great condition. And I tell you what, this is a team to be reckoned with in the county.
It's a complex offense, and Patrick O'Brien executes this offense flawlessly with that zone read and the option, and he's a tough runner with the football, as evidenced over 100 yards on the ground tonight.
I think that's the relationship that you build between coach and quarterback, especially if the coach played quarterback like Aaron Flowers did. Aaron's going to demand a lot. Patrick will be up to that challenge.
If you want to run this offense, you got to have a great offensive center, and that exchange tonight was flawless.
Every shotgun snap was in a perfect position, so the quarterback never has to take his eyes off the defense. He can catch the ball, keep his eyes upfield, make the reads, and Avalos was spectacular.
58-21, total domination tonight for the San Juan Hills Stallions. They go to 3-0. For Bill Cunardy, I'm Kevin Turner. Thanks for watching the Cox3.com postgame show.